Now at 6, relief could be coming for carjacking victims who feel traumatized twice.
He had a gun pointed to his head.
First, their car was stolen, then they got billed to get it back.
I said, I'm the victim here. Why I got to pay so much for my car to get back?
News 5 was the first to tell you about concerns raised by Akron drivers last August, and tonight we follow through with new information. A city councilwoman who was bothered by that story is now taking action. Tonight, Bob Jones breaks down the plan to ease some of the burden for carjacking victims.
More than a year has passed since a DoorDash driver was carjacked near his home on Wren Walk in East Akron.
And that's when he came up with the gun, pointed to his head.
His wife, who doesn't want to show her face, says the anxiety still lingers.
That fear is still there after last year.
It hasn't gone away.
Nah.
For you and him.
Bingo.
In that terrifying crime, the victim was ordered to drive to a bank and take out money before he was forced from his car. He then walked home in the middle of the night. A week later, police found the car and it was towed. But the victim's wife was outraged that she had to pay about $170 in towing and storage fees to get the car back.
It just makes me feel worse. It's like they don't care. It's like, why should I have to pay money and I'm the victim? Why? That's the big question. Why?
It didn't make sense to Akron Councilwoman Tara Mosley either, who watched frustrated victims talk to News 5 last year, including Uber Eats driver Samantha Gilman, who was dragged while trying to hold on to her stolen car. Her tow bill felt like insult added to injury.
My tow bill was $245 for just a day being there, not even a full day. And my locksmith, because I had to have the locksmith come out and make the key at the tow yard, was $202.
When listening to some of those victim stories about how they had to pay these exorbitant fees just to get their cars out of poundage, it bothered me.
Mosley is introducing a new ordinance that would use $5,000 from the city budget to reimburse carjacking and some car theft victims up to $575 in storage and towing fees, so they don't feel victimized twice.
I just want the victims to know that I heard them loud and clear, and I'm just doing my small part to answer the need.
Under the proposed ordinance, victims would get their money back after providing documentation, including a receipt from the towing company, a police report documenting the crime, and proof of residency in the city of Akron. The wife of the now former DoorDash driver says it may be too late for her to be reimbursed for tow fees, but she believes Mosley's proposal is a good start to ease the burden for other victims.
I just hope nobody else don't go through the same experience that I did, because it's heartbreaking, it's traumatizing.
In Akron, Bob Jones, News 5.
Now, Mosley says Akron City Council is expected to discuss the proposed ordinance at the next meeting. The Ohio Insurance Institute says some insurance plans cover towing fees, but since many of those plans are subject to deductibles, victims often pay most, if not all, of that money out of pocket.